of the things that we did with you from Thai last year is you did a master class with a
Hmm.
cohort of women-owned businesses on how to pitch.
Oh yeah.
And granted, I don't want to steal your thin thunder, your tagline with this, but we go into a room with VC, right, or angel investors. It's largely male. So, what are your two or three core messages from that training? It was I share it a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I attribute it to Naseem Sayani, but it is when women hear this, they're like, oh, I've got to go back and redo my deck. So listen in.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a couple of things I tell that I coach, I should say, female founders on all the time. One is you need to lead with the money and not the empathy. What we have been conditioned to do as women, and it's not conditioned, it is actually comes from a lot of where our core empathy and how women move in the world is. We lead with the emotion. It's how we engage, it's how we build relationships. But when you are in a money-driven ecosystem, such as venture, you cannot lead with empathy.
Mhm.
You have to lead with money. You have to tell me and tell who you're talking to how much this thing is worth. And you have to tell them that quickly. What typically happens with a pitch deck from a female founder is that there are 4 or 5 pages on pain
Mhm.
pain and stress and how hard it is and just all the stuff that is so, so hard. And you don't get to the size of the market until page 7.
Okay.
And that's too far, right? Because by then people are bored and they don't care. So you have do it in a page, fine, but it's not 5 pages. Pull the market up sooner, talk about the size of the opportunity sooner. I don't want any personal stories at the front of that deck. The place where I want you to put the personal story is in how you're going to win.
Okay.
Because if you understand the market so closely and this pain point so closely because it happened to you, that is
Yes.
why your hustle is so much stronger. That's why you're after it so much more. That your founder market fit comes from that. So put
Okay.
it there.
Okay.
Don't put it into product market fit. That's the wrong place.
Right. Founder
And the
market fit.
put it
Right.
into founder market fit because that's the
Okay.
reason you're going to win is because you care about it in a way that
Mm-hmm.
other people don't care about it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's in the wrong place in the story. So put the empathy in the appendix. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
cares. I love you, but nobody cares. Lead with the money. That's point number one. Point number two is that there is data. It is validated that women get different questions in pitch meetings than men do.
Yes. Harvard research. Mm-hmm.
Harvard research proves it. Two out of
Yeah.
every three questions that a male founder gets will be about growth and vision and opportunity and how big this market can be. 2 out of 3 questions that a woman gets will be risk related. So, oh my gosh, that CAC number is so high. And oh my goodness, what if you can't find the customers? And oh my goodness, what if somebody else does this? It is
Risk
it is
averse.
prevention. Yeah, it is
Mm-hmm.
prevention minded questions.
Mm-hmm.
Men get promotion minded questions. And if you're not prepared for that, you will be on the defensive the entire time in that meeting. So you
Okay.
have to practice. You have to spend a weekend with your kombucha or your glass of wine or whatever it is and write down all of the prevention questions you might get on your deck, whether it's a main page or a footnote or something on the bottom of page 10.
Mm-hmm.
Write down everything, be horribly brutal,
Yes.
and then let it sit for a day. Come back and write down your answers. And your intention with the answers is not to answer the question, but to flip that question into a promotion-based response.
Excellent.
Shift the power dynamic back. As an
Mm-hmm.
example, you have a revenue page that has the chart, revenue goes up from zero, year 1 to year 5, and then you've got 3 bullets, you've got 3 data points on the right-hand side. Everyone should have a
Yes.
page that looks like this. You've got
Mm-hmm.
CAC, you've got AOV, you might have LTV as well. More than likely, as a female founder, they're going to ask you about CAC. They're going to say, oh my God, CAC is $28. That's so high. How are you going to manage that? A male founder is going to get a question on AOV. AOV is $1,200. That's incredible. Can it get to 1,500? That's the difference in the questions. If you
Mm-hmm.
get that
Perfect.
CAC question,
Mm-hmm.
your natural response might be, yeah, it's $28. We're going to work on it. We're going to run some tests. We really think we can get it to 25. That might be how we naturally respond. What you should say is,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's $28, but our AOV is 1200. So we actually think it's performing pretty well.
Very, very
And that's it.
convincing. Yes.
Yeah. You don't respond to the defensiveness. You redirect them to the data point that actually matters,
Hmm.
and you take back the power in that conversation.
And it may also be that you have to reformat your deck and the
Yes, yes,
slides
yes,
from, right?
100%.
So for
Yeah,
this
so
question to different question. Yeah.
that's the
Okay.
third thing is
Okay.
that your deck is a strategic asset,
Okay.
and you should be very thoughtful about what you put in the deck
Yeah.
so that you are teeing up the questions that you want to answer.
Okay.
There's a thing as too much information and there's a thing as too little information. The line in the middle is that if you're putting data on that same page on the right-hand side,
Yes.
put AOV at the top, put LTV next, put CAC at the bottom. Don't put CAC at the top because
Mm-hmm.
everyone's going to look on the top right. It's
Mm-hmm.
natural eye lines go to the top
Mm-hmm.
right of a page. Don't put CAC at the top. Put
Mm-hmm.
AOV at the top. Is that the biggest number? Put that one at the top. Be very deliberate about where you put data on the page so that you can tee up the questions that you want to get.
Mm-hmm.
You can bait the document with the
Mm-hmm.
things that you want to answer and set up the conversation that you want to have at least halfway.
Right. It takes practice, though,
It
as you
takes
said.
practice. It takes
Practice,
practice. Yeah.
practice. Right.